I'm Ankit, and me and my friend Omkar spent the night staying up building Datagod, the chatbot with data governance. Let's start with a problem. Samsung banned an employee for use of ChatGPT over corporate data. We believe that data governance shouldn't abstain people from using productivity and technology tools. And that's why we built Datagod with two things in mind. First is security and governance. Several data silos exist inside an organization based on the team you are in, or based on the amount of your hierarchy or the amount of data you have even access to. So that's why we help organizations build a custom index of data, which they can further break down into silos that are accessible to one or more groups of users. Take the example over here. We help an organization break down their data such as blogs, user guides, white papers, case studies, and serve it to different groups of users such as customers, sales, marketing folks, solutions architect. Second, even once the data is shared across teams, when you want to actually bridge the silos, you would still want to spend some time understanding it. And that is why we built an advanced system of infographics and concept mapping into our software. Let's now just dive into the demo. Take the example of Patricia, who's just a customer and should technically just have access to blogs and user guides. Let's just quickly sign in as Patricia. We're using Cognito for auth. Let's see if I got the password right in the first attempt. Should technically work. This is your standard ChatGPT UI. You can select a file, you can upload, you can ask questions about it. Here are all your previous chats. Let's now actually talk about what is Amazon Cloud Search. So in corporate data, Datagod just does not actually go and get the information. It also cites the information. Say, for example, here we might find a very good user guide on cloud search over here. So it's not only told us about it, it's also told us that, hey, we fetched it from here and you can go and read more about it. And it also fetched other places where cloud search is mentioned, like in the snowball one. Let's now try to ask a question which Patricia as a customer would not have access to, like a white paper. So I have one over here. We can just ask it to tell us about this particular thing, which is like a white paper by AWS. So since Patricia is a customer, she would not have access to it. So DataGod would just go ahead and say, hey, whatever you ask for, I don't have access to it. So let's go and change that. Let's go to DataGod's groups. We go to Solutions Architect. Let's make Patricia Solutions Architect. Cool. So Patricia has been made a solutions architect. Let me just quickly copy the prompt. It takes about a while to update it in the index and pass through the LLM. So I'll just take a 2-minute pause here. Yeah, Patricia is now officially a solutions architect. So she should have all of the access to the data required by a solutions architect. So we asked the same question. Tell me more about the VM backup on VMware Cloud using AWS. And it would be able to tell like a proper answer right now, and it would even be able to cite it. So this is what basically DataGod does. It's even able to cite that, hey, I got the answer from this particular white paper. So this is the first part of it. Let's talk about since Patricia now is a solutions architect, she has access to everything. So you can tell me about the transfer wire case study. You can ask her about that. And it should be able to pull in the case study as well because the solutions architect should have access to a case study. So it does, and we can definitely go through it. We can even get the concept map for that particular case study. It's actually a very small image, but if we zoom in enough, I think we're able to make out the word transfer wire here. Let's see if we can zoom in a bit more. I think the image is too small. You can even ask it about explain to me by about Stripe's sales in fintech. And you could get an infographic for it. It could even be able to cite it. It might not always be able to generate an answer, but it definitely is able to go ahead and get some level of an answer for you. So it can tell you something on the lines of, hey, Stripes basically was using these AWS services. This was the case study, and this was the kind of category spending they had. So that was pretty much it for Datagod. We solve data governance and we solve intelligence. Here's a web platform, Cognito, a retrieval system, a generation system, a sort of intelligence system, and that would be it. Thank you.